Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sami. I appeared in IMAT 2023 and got 46.2 marks. Today I'm going to explain what made me not achieve 50 plus. There are so many things, although this video is going to be how to get 50 plus marks, but I want to make sure that I'm going to convey all of the information, all of the necessary information to get you started and then help you to systemize everything to reach 50 plus. So this video will consist of two sections. In first section I will talk about preparation, and in second section I will talk about systemization. So in preparation section we are going to talk about how to start your IMAT preparation and then how to make it for 50 plus. But to make it for 50 plus, we are going to talk about concepts, payment technique. This is about discussion, and then we will talk about multiple revisions and then practice. Practice is the key role. In systemization section, we are going to talk about track your IMAT progress, and then we will talk about the role of consistency, and then thirdly we will talk about the myth of journaling. Literally, journaling is very important. I will give you evidence-based examples from my personal journey. So just let's begin this video. Before that, I want to tell you that you must watch this whole complete video, because this is the video that you need for your IMAT preparation. And if you haven't subscribed this channel, then do it and like this video. So let's start with our first section, that is IMAT preparation. So in first preparation, let's talk about how to prepare for IMAT, how to start your IMAT preparation, as most of the students struggle with how to start their IMAT preparation. This is literally very easy, as you have studied in your high school, everything, whatever you have studied in your high school in 11th and 12th class, the first and second year of your after secondary exam, the first and second year, whatever the course you have studied in those 2 years, that is the course that they are going to ask in IMAT, but they are going to ask in little bit legitimate way, that they are going to deal with concepts that you will find very hard to understand and very hard to deliver whatever they are asking. But that's not a myth. We are going to cover in upcoming sections. But how to start is very easy. You do not have to be stressful person. You just have to come up with syllabus, whatever the Italian ministry publishes. I have made the whole core five master classes on IMAT syllabus. I have literally explained each and everything that you need to cover in IMAT. It's not a situation whether you are taking IMAT in 2024, 2025, 2026, whatever the year is, these are going to remain same. It is going to be just little bit 1 or 2 chapters in or out. That will be situation. But you need to make sure that you are following the PDFs that Italian ministry publishes about syllabus. So syllabus is literally very easy, although they do not have properly categorized syllabus. So that's why I have made in those whole IMAT master classes. These are 1.5 hour or something lengthy. Each class is lengthy. So in that section I have categorized each and everything in chapters and then in topics. So that is very useful. If you are literally serious, then I would highly suggest you do watch them. And I'm not just promoting them, but that's literally very I have put lot of effort in those videos. So I would suggest do watch them before your preparation. Although they are very lengthy videos, just try to cover them up in little bit chunks, so that you can cover up in you do not get bored. But these are very good. So understanding syllabus is the crucial part. If you understand the syllabus, then your whole game will be over, or winning game. With over, I do not mean that you are going to lose. With you will win. So after understanding the syllabus, now you have to move on to learn whatever it is mentioned in syllabus. That is our concepts. I am highly focusing on do not look for theory. What happens, most students fall into trap that they go for theory, they study, but they read books and after when in the exam come, they cannot even solve, they do not get 20 plus marks. That's the reason I am suggesting you have to go for concept. Let me tell you how you can boost a concept. That is solely based on lectures and how you are going to understand the things, and then a little bit practice. But in concepts, for example, let me tell you an example that in DNA we have got a Chergaff rule. If you don't know about it, Chergaff rule. In Chergaff rule, it says that in double stranded DNA, the number of adenine basis will be equal to number of thymine bases. Like it is based on percentage of adenine will be equal to percentage of thymine, because the adenine thymine pair in DNA. So this is the rule, and when you will pick up the past papers of IMAT, you will see this MCQs repeated again and again. Now what happened is there is just one concept, one minor concept that you have to understand. Most of the students do, so they memorize that if there will be 4% adenine, then how much there will be thymine. They just memorize the MCQs, but in exam when they go, there will be like, if there is 20% adenine, then how much thymine will be present in DNA. Now here the game changes. They don't have any concept. They have just memorized the whole MCQ at their time, so this get very hectic. Although I do agree with you that there is some factual based questions that you have to memorize, that literally you have to memorize again and again to store it in your long-term memory. But on the other hand, majority of the syllabus, 80%, although 80%, just I would say 70 to 80% is based on your concepts. If you do learn them, there are some subjects that are totally based on fact, like biology. There is very little concept, you have to memorize most of the content. But on the other hand, chemistry and physics section is totally based on concepts, so learn them and practice them as much as you can. So this is the, I would highly suggest watch lectures and then prepare notes, and then whole game would be won. Okay, now moving on to our next section, that is Feynman technique, that is totally based on discussion. In discussion, it is said that the Feynman technique is based on in this way, that it is very cool technique. Most of the YouTubers have discussed it. Feynman technique is based on just understand the concept or topic, and then make sure that you can explain it to 5-year-old kid. Like you are explaining to 5-year-old kid that he understand. You have to explain in this way that he understand whatever you are saying very, very easily. So it is like, it is just based on how much concept you have gained or absorbed. So this is totally based on this game. So I hope I would suggest you discuss a lot of things in your IMAT journey. These are concepts, so you can discuss with, if you are Indian, you can discuss with it NEET students, and then if you're from Pakistan with MD students, and if you are from like USA, Canada, Australia, you can discuss it with your MCAT buddies. This is very helpful. Although there are communities that completely wasted of time, I have made a video on the 3 biggest mistake that every IMAT student need to avoid. This will be here. I have explained in that video. You might need to watch that video before your IMAT, literally. That will be very helpful. Okay, moving on to our next chunk, that is revisions. Multiple revision is the game that you will understand, because multiple revision is based on spaced repetition, and spaced repetition is the core principle of effective learning. There is a book, Make It Stick. In that book there are like professors or researchers who have mentioned these things. They have mentioned like most of the evidence-based study guides. So they said that spaced repetition is the best and very, very effective way to learn anything. So spaced repetition is revising a particular topic with revising a particular topic or chapter with respect to time. So if you have got an exam in 15 days, you have to do in this way, that read in the first day, like study on the first day, and then after 3 to 4 days again revise them. This will be for your first revision, and then another revision after 7 days, and then final revision prior to exam. So these 3 revisions will make you achieve more the marks than any other student. So now let's come to our last chunk, that is practice. Practice is literally very, very important. Practice as much MCQs as you can. Practice is the sole way to just assess how much you have gained in the concept section and how much you have gained after the Feynman technique, applying Feynman technique. If you don't want to apply, no worries. But this is the section that you have to do. In this section, this includes past papers and lots of helping books that will be mentioned here. And there is a specific video in which I have shared the PDFs that will be like appearing here, and the link will be in video description. You should check that. In that I would suggest solve alpha test. Alpha test is literally very, very important. And then there are some if you are following Pearson books, then there will be a question bank of IB. So I would suggest do practice them. And also literally MCAT MCQs are very helpful. Kaplan MCQs are very helpful. I regret I did not attempt at my time because these are literally very conceptual MCQs. So I would highly suggest you to at least do them, do practice them, and practice as much as you can. They literally, the more you practice, the more concepts you will gain. So make a habit that one chapter you have studied like 4 days earlier, then in 1 month at least solve for 50 to 100 or 150 MCQs. This is like literally hard. Like if it is the concept of chemistry, stoichiometry, then it is very hectic to solve the MCQs. But once you learn the concept and you have like practiced for 10 to 15 questions, then you will have enough grip that now you are going to solve in a very easy and quick way. And practice is the sole way to store anything into your long-term memory, so make it a habit. I have tried to explain the preparation section in very short way. I have made a very lengthy video of IMAT whole process. In this process I have explained how to prepare for IMAT box and all the stuff, and then additionally the pre-enrollment and IMAT registration deadline and fee, all that stuff in one video, and that you can directly go and watch it. That is literally very helpful. That is the single video that you need literally for your IMAT preparation, although the other content is very useful. And also I have made a very short videos for each section, how to prepare for each section: general knowledge, logical reasoning, chemistry, biology and maths, that will be appearing on screen, that you can watch for absolutely free. There will be a link in video description, and also you can find in the playlist. Okay, now moving on to our next section, that is systemization. Systemization is really helpful. Now once you arrange the whole IMAT preparation section, you come up with best lectures and books and practice books, all that stuff. Now you have to systemize. First of all, track your progress. What do I mean with tracking? So with tracking, I mean just track what are you preparing daily. Either you are preparing daily, what is your speed, what is your pace, and how much you are doing daily. Is it okay? Are you satisfied? Literally, it is just about you. Are you satisfied with daily progress? So if you're following Pearson or A-level books, then this is your first time reading them and going through them. If you haven't studied, if you are from like USA, Asia, or from any other state or from anywhere, you haven't studied them, then this is really hard for you. You are not used to with those books. Now this is really hard for you to make a consistency. This is literally very hard. So what I was doing at my time, there will be a sheet appearing on your screen. Whenever this was the literally wrong way. I should not have done this in this way, that I was writing the book pages, how much I have studied, how much I have read. This was literally, I don't want to suggest you, but that was really helpful because that was giving me a sense that what I'm doing and how much I have done. Now next day from where I have to start. But that was not like productive. Let me tell you how. Not productive but effective. That was not effective. What you have to do is that you don't have to make a planner. Literally, planner is very dumbest thing that you will ever make. Although planning is a very great, make a very general planner. Don't make for daily. Daily is totally bullshit. You are not going to follow, because let me tell you, I'm not going to flexing. Now what happens is that if you decide like you are doing this chapter tomorrow, there are like 70% chances that you are not going to. You will procrastinate. You will find it harder. Now what you have to do, sit on the table and then decide what chapter you are going to do. Just see that chapter and then make it done, and then write in the planner that a chapter name and then date, like you have done this chapter on this date. This is the way. This is very effective. This productive is another thing, and effective is another thing. Effective is very important, although productivity is also important, but you will understand. I hope you would have understood what I'm talking about. Okay, after tracking your progress, you will have to move on to consistency. In consistency, we are going to talk about whatever daily hour you are going to locate for your IMAT preparation. Make it sure that you are following it daily. Like if you have planned that I'm going to study for 4 hours per day, although 4 hours per day is not great, make it like to 6 hours or 5 hours. That's normal. If you're starting from March, April onward, that's okay. Now what you have to do is that make sure that you are following it daily. If you study for 10 hours one day and then next 2 days you are not going to study, this is really very bad. What you have to do, if you have made plan that I'm going to study for 3 hours or 4 hours daily, then stick with that plan. Like study for every day, literally every day. That consistency is very important. Discipline is literally very important. Motivation is not important. Discipline will give you motivation. You will procrastinate, very procrastinate. How to start? I'm not like it's very difficult to start every day. There comes the power of journaling. Journaling is very important, and that has evolved me so much. From 1 year onward, I started in the March of 2023 until now. I have written I think 340 journals, and that journaling is the single best thing I will ever say in my life, that has changed me and that has helped me to grow and to evolve and to accomplish. I would not say I am a very successful person, but that made me like a very thoughtful person, and very creativity all depends on writing daily and getting done. Although you have to write down how you are going to prepare for IMAT and what is the strategy, how write down these prompts and then practice on them. How you are going to start IMAT preparation, what is your strategy, how much of a number of hours you are allocating for IMAT preparation daily, and how much practice you are going to do daily, write in the form of number of MCQ. Because at my time I had I had one pure month for IMAT preparation, that was of September, because earlier I had exam of our national test. So I had 1 month, and then my concept was like, okay, good, great, that was great. But I was practicing in my journal. I jotted down I am going to practice 100 to 200 MCQs daily, and I think then from moving on to when the exam was nearer, I increased it from 200 to 300ish or something, and I was practicing. Then I was freestyle practicing in last pick up one book and make it complete it in 1 day or another day. It was a very great way. And when I was not productive or when I was struggling with any subject, I would write about that subject, and once I finished writing, I just pick up that subject and that chapter and just study that. So at my time I was struggling with IMAT chemistry section, specifically stoichiometry. They were literally I was fighting them very hard. So what I did, I started writing about it, why I'm flinching from this. I don't have to flinch, I just have to start with little. I wrote down something, and then after finishing the writing, I just pick up the stoichiometry MCQs and then start solving them. So this is the way how journaling will help you. So just find your way. That was the best way that freed me. I don't know about your day, but that will be really helpful if you follow them. So I hope if you adopt all these things, literally all these things, you will be getting no less than 50 plus. But you have to make sure that everything was covered up. I hope this video was helpful. I have tried to make it short. Maybe it got lengthy, but if you have enjoyed this video, then like this video and subscribe to our channel will be wonderful. So here my whole IMAT process video is appearing. Literally you need to watch that cover IMAT and then the process for Italy that you are going to pay for consultants. Here I have explained it for absolutely free, and then here is my syllabus playlist if you want to check out. I hope you have got some value out of it. See you in next video. Till bye bye.